guys, welcome back to my YouTube space. So I'm coming on here to show you guys the minor changes that I've decided to make to my 2023 stack. Yes, already. Basically, I started using my 2023 planners in December 2022, and after using them for a couple of weeks, I felt a need for some minor changes, and I just want to share those changes with you guys on here. And I thought that it would be a good idea to just make a YouTube video. So before I get into the bigger ones, let's just discuss the passport size that I had showed you guys. So I am still keeping and using this passport Midori. I might feel the need to change the covers, which I'll discuss in a little bit, but I still have the notebooks up front where I just put in my shopping list and the Takahashi Shoten planner at the back. I'm a little behind in filling this out, but I am using it where I had decided to track my spending, my whereabouts, and my errands out of the house. So that's how I am using this planner. And basically, in order to just change it up a little bit, I grabbed this micro from Speckle Fonts in the Bora Bora leather. It's absolutely my favorite. I'm in love with this leather, but this is the micro size that I could get. They were ready to ship and I just had to grab it. I might turn this into a journal, but if not, I might just stick this planner, this Takahashi Shoten planner at the back of this, and might carry this if I want to. It doesn't make a difference. It's just for errands and shopping lists, honestly. So this is definitely staying as is, but I want to share this cute little micro with you guys. So happy that I grabbed it. I also got a few other covers in the traveler's notebook, but those probably will just be notebooks or journals, and if I ever want to share those, I might come on here and do flips. So my carry passport size with the planner at the back and notebooks for shopping list are the same. Next up is my Hobonichi weeks. So I showed in my planner lineup video the Hobonichi weeks in the red color. I bought this Slim Punto in the red color after saying that I'm not gonna get any more Slim Puntos. I know, right? So I basically found this deal on the marketplace. It was an unused red Slim Punto. I could not pass it up because of the price, and especially because I always wanted to try out the Apoca leather in the Slim Punto in another color, but I never just gave myself a chance. I just was like, Slim Puntos don't work out for me. I'm not gonna use them anymore, and I sold both of mine. But I'm so happy to have received this because I am definitely into the red these days. So the few changes that I made was that after buying this planner cover, I kind of set it up. I have some stickers in the front. I'm using my weeks as my weekly overview. I am not maintaining my monthlies, like they're pretty empty because the only monthlies that I maintain are in my Hobonichi cousin. But I do come in here and before the week starts, I do my weekly overview so that I can just get everything down out of my brain, out of my task list, move tasks forward, and schedule them in my weeks before I start planning in my Hobonichi cousin on a daily or weekly basis. So this is my weekly overview, and I'm really happy with this because I'm using my Hobonichi weeks functionally. I just used some stickers. The theme for January for me was going to be black and white, both in my Hobonichi weeks and my Hobonichi cousin. So this is why I'm just using some minimal stickers. And at the back, I am still writing down my thoughts, or if you want to call it journaling. So I'm still doing that. Whenever I feel like it, I just write out one page. And I think the size is perfect for me to journal. But because it's not overwhelming, and I quickly just fill up the page with my thoughts and I move on, and I'll be so happy to have this as an archive at the end of the year. Another addition that I decided to make was that apart from my weekly overview, when I was planning in my Hobonichi weeks, I needed some place to just jot down some quick notes, or every time I have my Slim Punto on me, I wanted to just have a place to put down random notes, and I didn't like doing that at the back pages of my Hobonichi weeks. So I added this Planner Monkey Co. Tomoe River paper the week size notebook, which is the freely noted one. It's basically without the months, it's just a notebook. And I absolutely love the size because this is a tad bit taller and wider than your average Hobonichi weeks. I mean, I think the size is the same as a standard weeks, but the pages go from top to bottom instead of having that little gap on the top and bottom and the sides that you get with the Hobonichi planners. So in here, I'm just taking, it's literally brain dump and scratch notes for me. So, and I'm getting creative. I'm using up all my stickers in here because I'm kind of carefree with this notebook. And I'm really happy how it's turning out. I absolutely love the paper. It's the new Sanzen Tomoe River paper. So it's kind of my second favorite paper after the Hobonichi Tomoe River paper, which is kind of different from the Sanzen one. But yeah, I really like this notebook. If you guys are looking for a Tomoe River paper notebook, I highly recommend the Planner Monkey Co. one. I just have some stickers at the back. I've got some cash in here as well. I've got some receipts at the back because anytime I am on the go and I need a proper planner, I carry this because I have my weekly overview in here, and I also have a place to take down notes and do a brain dump, or just, you know, make a list or so in here on the go. So this is a perfect planner. Honestly, it's the first Slim Punto that I'm throwing in my bag and not worrying about it. It's got some scratches and some marks on here, and I'm really happy how this is turning out. I can't wait for it to patina more and just like get all ragged up, I guess. So that's the second change that I have made, or basically the main first change that I've made, that I've bought a Slim Punto in. And this is the system that I'm going to be using moving forward. So the next and major change that I wanted to show you guys was with my main daily planner, which is my Hobonichi Cousin and a reference notebook. So in my previous video, you guys saw that I was using a Hobonichi Cousin and the Hobonichi Grid notebook in the same cover, which is my Sojourner Enoch cover. And the Hobonichi Grid notebook is basically a 200 to 250 page notebook with 4 different grid colors. And as I was using the notebook in December and adding my dashboards and tip-ins and everything that I needed to in that reference notebook, it got chunky very quickly. And I was kind of concerned because the year didn't even start and my planner seemed humongous. I was still open to using the grid notebook, but I decided to try something else out and I fell in love, and this is what I'm going to be doing moving forward. So instead of the Hobonichi Grid notebook, I've decided to use a Paper Penguin Co. Tomoe River paper 160 page notebook instead, and it is a lot thinner. It is a lot thinner, and it does not add bulk to my planner. And the other thing is that I can still use one per quarter and one notebook per quarter. That is the plan. And I can set one up every 3 months. So that's what I wanted to do. I've set it up exactly the same way. I've got my main dashboard up front, my Jan dashboard, and then I've got my index, my inbox, my work notes, and I'm in the process of transferring all my notes in here. So I've got my finances, my self-care ideas, some custom planner notes go in here, my fitness, which I've moved to just 1 page, my order tracker and buy list, and then some shop notes over here. Whoa. And I think I can fit 3 months in here, which is why I will get another notebook for after March and set that up again. Some of the dashboards that I had in my Hobonichi Grid notebook, I decided not to add in this one because I wanted to have them throughout the year. So I've transferred them to my Hobonichi Cousin, for example, this dashboard from my shop. So I'm gonna do a quick flip of this entire planner right now. So as soon as you open the planner, you find this calendar diary, which I found at Daiso. This is something that I've added to the front of my planner to try out, and I have a reason to have this in my planner right now, which I'm just gonna share with you guys. Okay, the reason that I wanted to have this diary up front and I'm trying it out, it's from Daiso. It just has a calendar, a year at a glance like this, month on 2 pages, and then your weekly section where you have the weeks and a note section. And this goes on for the entire year, and then you have quite a few blank pages at the end. So I wanted to try this out for 2 reasons. One, I wanted to have a separate calendar for my goals. I very effectively plan in my Hobonichi cousin, but I lose track of my goals very easily. So I decided to separate that into this diary, so that I can keep track of my goals more often and I can hold myself accountable towards them. The other reason why I wanted to use a separate diary like this one was for my shop. So I wanted to keep my shop dates separate. I do add them to my Hobonichi cousin, and that's perfectly fine. But in order to see important shop dates with an overview sort of a layout or something, or basically separately, I wanted to put them in here. So my goals and my shop dates will go in here. And because it's thin enough, I just wanted to keep it in my planner and see if it actually works out. If it doesn't work out, I'll just take it out, obviously. So the next thing that I have tucked in the front is my reference notebook from Paper Penguin Co. I really like the paper. It's a new Sanzen paper. It's white. I like the grid is really big, but I don't mind that. And this is going to be my reference notebook with all my collection and notes in addition to my Hobonichi cousin, and I will be changing one out every 3 months. So Jan, Feb, and March are going to go in my first one, and then I hope to get a new one starting April. This is my Hobonichi cousin, so the decor and all is the same. I absolutely still love this planner. I've just got my favorite stuff in the front. I moved this dashboard over here because I didn't want this to be part of my 3-month notebook. I wanted it to be in my Hobonichi cousin so I can take a look at this throughout the year. And then I just have my self-care sticker. I didn't add anything to these pages. Here I'm just going to be doing my monthly pre-planning. I filled out December, and I've officially kind of started using January, where I am putting down everything for the month over here on this side, on the sidebar basically. So that's the idea, and I'm gonna add some more stickers. The theme for Jan is black and white. I wanted my entire month worth of pages to be only black and white. I didn't want to have any color. I'm basically craving that minimal look, so I decided to only use black and white stickers. My first week, I didn't plan over here. I'm actually planning to paste down some functional dashboards in here. I started using this planner on the 2nd of Jan, and this is my first week. I still have to fill out the weekend. And then if you move to the daily pages, oh, and before my daily pages, I decided to move my overview of my 2023 goals and my priorities to my Hobonichi cousin so that I can have them on hand throughout the year and not lose them in my quarterly notebook, reference notebook. So I moved them in here, and I thought that turning the page to a new year section would be great for this. So I put down my 2023 goals on this side. My priorities are basically things that I have to keep on my mind all the time, come back and look at these, and they're sort of like broken down goals just for me to focus on over and over again. Then on my monthly overview page, I've decided to do my monthly goals. So this was also previously in my Hobonichi Grid reference notebook, but I wanted to move this to my calendar section because it makes more sense. So my monthly goals are gonna go on the Hobonichi overview page, and I've kind of put that title up here. And then I'm also putting down my task list at the bottom. So my tasks were also previously in my notebook, but I moved them to my Hobonichi cousin because that makes more sense now. So obviously, after using my reference notebook and this entire setup for a couple of weeks in December, it really helped me to move things around and finalize things. So I would recommend you doing the same, that if along the way you feel that you need to make a change to your planner, perfect way to do that. So again, on my overview page, I'm just putting the monthly goals, my task list, my overall task list basically. And this can go from month to month. If I have to migrate any task, I will basically be looking at this page. On the 1st of Jan, I decided to do some journaling. So this is my faith journaling, where I just wrote down the verses of a chapter from the Quran. And then I basically started planning on the 2nd of January, where I put down this huge to-do list, did some journaling, just put down some thoughts over here. And then I was basically doing to-do lists every day, but I didn't really get the time to fill out my journal section or this note section because we have been busy packing up our home to move. So I'm only been able to make to-do lists. Really like how this layout turns out, and I'm even more excited once this entire layout is filled out because I really like the minimal stickers for my shop, and the black and white theme. So again, I only put down the to-do lists and important lists like things that I had to buy on Saturday. What else? Just a general to-do list for the day. Here I was kind of out, so I really didn't get the time to fill out the pages, but I'm really looking forward to filling out my pages like this. And that is basically it. At the back, I just have like a bunch of stickers. I printed a bunch of stickers from my shop. Just a note about my shop. My shop is currently closed, but you can DM me. I am catering to individual, let's say, orders as and when I can, but I have closed down the shop because we're moving. It will be open hopefully in Feb sometime, so you guys can keep a lookout on my Instagram account for any updates. So that is my planner. I am going to be doing a Jan flip, or maybe once the first week ends, I will do like a weekly flip of my planner and show you guys how it's coming along and the filled out pages after I'm done journaling on all the pages and filling out my calendar. So I hope you guys like this video. I hope you guys like the changes that I made, or they at least make sense. They definitely make sense for me since the time I've started using my main planner, and I'm really happy with the changes that I've made. It seems much more manageable, and I'm super excited because previously with the grid notebook I was unable to fit this entire system in a Giglio A5 Appunto, but I will be able to fit these notebooks in an Appunto. So I ordered an Appunto. My Randa Spec Janet Black is on the way as well, so I'm really excited to get those covers. So this can officially be counted as my 2023 stack. Until next time, take care, you guys.